Hello, I have a catalog here from the year 1978. This is an Avon catalog, and on the cover it says Winter Catalog. The year is 1978. Everything you need to help you look terrific and feel terrific in 1978, including beauty tips, makeup hints, fragrance news, jewelry accessories, gift showcase. So I'm going to try to go through this pretty quickly. Okay, up first we have a spread featuring fragrance Ariane, soft and warm, totally feminine, and it says all the things a woman has the right to be. And it looks like, Avon has the usual offerings, the fragrance in different sizes, and it's also offered the powder. I guess this is dusting powder, probably with a mitt. I can't read the text right now because it's so small. This looks like this is cream sachet. I'm going to guess this is something like talcum powder, but I'm not sure. Okay, and up next we have the fragrance called, I'm not sure about the pronunciation of this word. Is it emprise or emprise? I don't know. I'm not familiar with this one. Fragrance, so many enjoyable ways. Perfume, let's see here. Solid perfume compact, ultra cream perfume, ultra. What does it say? Like I already said, the text is very small. There's a concentrate, cologne spray, foaming bath oil, and a skin softener. Okay, I am familiar with Candid. I have smelled this before. And in fact, Avon still makes Candid to this day, or it discontinued Candid for a period of time, and then it recently brought it back a few years ago. So this is Candid, and back then they had the fragrance. It looks like they had cream sachet, soap, different sizes of the fragrance, and I guess, what is that? I think that's talcum powder. So, I guess people loved Candid so much that Avon had to bring it back. Okay, now this is a fragrance that I personally love. It's called Timeless. And this spread features Timeless, of course. We have, I really like this old design. It looks like a clock, and there aren't any, that's just my interpretation. It looks like a clock or watch. Perhaps in this case, this thing on the box, but it makes me think of a clock, and there aren't any hands on the clock. I guess that suggests timelessness. Okay, fragrance layering, bath, after bath, at home, take along. Okay, so it's probably more powder, dusting powder, talcum powder, cream sachet, the fragrance in different size bottles, including a purse size and bath soap. And Avon still makes Timeless. You can purchase Timeless and Candid still to this day. Okay, I'm not sure about this one. This one is called Unspoken. And of course, we have the usual offerings here, the fragrance, talcum powder, dusting powder, bar soap, and oh my gosh, here is Sweet Honesty. And I love Sweet Honesty as well. And I have a bottle of that. In fact, Sweet Honesty was the first cologne or fragrance that I ever owned. Somebody gave me a bottle of Sweet Honesty when I was a little girl. So it will always have a special place in my heart. I do like Sweet Honesty. And back then they had Let's see, the fragrance and cream sachet, I think that's probably what that is. Yeah. It looks like that is probably, I don't know, maybe that's lip balm, I'm not sure, or a roll-on fragrance. And looks like they had bar soap, powder, and maybe some lotion and bath oil. You know, I'm not really looking at the text too much because it's so tiny on my screen. Okay, body splash and bubble bath. Okay, let's move on. And here we have Charisma, which had been around for a long time. I think that was first introduced in the 1960s. And there's Moon Wind. Now I have vintage bottles of which I recently purchased. I have Charisma and Moon Wind, and they both smell really nice despite being about 50 years old. You know, these bottles are from the 1970s, so it's been almost 50 years ago. And surprisingly, both of these fragrances smell pretty nice. I don't know if I would wear them outside. I don't think I'm that brave, but I don't mind smelling them every once in a while. I really like Charisma. You know, I think that was probably a nice fragrance. I don't know why Avon doesn't produce that one anymore. Okay, and here's Topaz. And I really like Topaz too. I have a bottle of that. When I first joined Avon about a year ago, or almost a year ago, I purchased a few fragrances to treat myself and to, you know, to become more familiar with what Avon had to offer. And I saw that Avon had re-released these old classics, so I wanted to try them out. And the only one that I was familiar with was Sweet Honesty, or that I knew of. The others I had smelled before, but I just didn't know what they were called. And so whenever I smelled them again, I remembered having smelled them a long time ago. Okay, so Topaz is one that I know I remember from my childhood. I remember smelling that on adult women. The same goes for Timeless. I know I've smelled that one before. Probably Candid as well. Okay, so these are just the same offerings. And here we have Here's My Heart. So this is pretty impressive. This is 20 years later, and Avon is still making Here's My Heart. I have not smelled Here's My Heart, but that's one that I want to try. And Cotillion. Now, this is a fragrance that Avon first launched in, I think, the 1930s. And they were still making it, so I think that's pretty impressive, you know, about 40 years later. And Here's My Heart was launched in the late 1950s. Here's a fragrance called Unforgettable, which I'm not familiar with. And this one is Sonnet. I know that that's an older one as well. And I love these old bottle designs. I think that those would look so pretty sitting on someone's vanity. And here is Bird of Paradise. That's easy to recognize. I've never smelled this before, but you know, I've seen this design before, these designs. And here is Occur, and there's one called Come Summer. So I guess this is just a light, everyday, casual fragrance. Okay, you know, I really love these old catalogs. I love the photography. I love the way that the layout, the way that they show the products. And here we have costume jewelry, earrings, bracelets, necklaces, and there's even a cross. Oh, and some of these are 14 karat gold filled and sterling silver, and I think one of them has a genuine diamond. That's what it says here. Wow. Okay, here's more jewelry. I think these are all very pretty. And here we have more. We have earrings, necklaces, rings. I don't think any of these would really look out of place today. I think you could wear these styles if you could find them, if they were still in good shape, not tarnished and broken and missing the stones. You could still wear these today and people probably wouldn't know that they were almost 50 years old. Okay, more earrings. Here's some that are in the snowflake design. And here's some rings. I guess these are birthstones. I'm not sure. Okay. And candid sheer makeup. I didn't know that they made candid makeup back then. It's pretty interesting. I don't know. I don't know how long they made that. Maybe the fragrance was just so popular that they decided to come out with candid makeup as well. It looks very late 1970s, just that style of font, and I don't know. Kind of looks like something from the disco era. Okay, here we have fashion makeup group, spend winter in a moisture climate. Indoor heat, outdoor cold, treat your thirsty skin to protective moisture and beautiful makeup all day long. Unscented, delicate beauty, beautiful makeup for fragrance sensitive skin. So they did make some hypoallergenic makeup back then. That was an issue even back then. I have sensitive skin. Avon Color Works. It's not your mother's makeup, so I guess this was geared towards younger girls or young women, teenagers. And Shades of Beauty. Just showing different types of models, different skin tones. Seeing that they have a variety of shades of makeup. Those hairstyles are beautiful, but don't they look very 1970s? This looks like a Dorothy Hamill haircut. I'm not knocking it at all. That's just every time I see a haircut like this, that's what I think of, Dorothy Hamill. And feathered hair. Okay, so here we have nail polish. Avon used to sell nail polish back in the day. And we have the Avon color chart. Color sticks. I guess those are eyeliners. Okay, and it's just showing you all the different colors that they offered. And here's an illustration showing you how to apply eye makeup. Because some people didn't know, some people still don't know. I'm not sure what this is. Looks like a compact lipstick, mascara. Okay, that's obvious. Some kind of cream here. I don't know what these things are. I don't know, maybe makeup remover. And here we have facial mask. Okay, this is moisturizer for dry or maturing skin. Perfect balance for normal skin that might tend to be dry or oily, so this is for combination skin. This is for sensitive skin, and this is for oily skin that is acne prone. And here we have things for the bath. You know, I remember this bubble bath. I remember seeing this in people's homes when I was a little girl and just loving the shape of this bottle. And I think they still make something similar to this day. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe it's not exactly the same, but I think they still have the same bottle shape. And maybe I'm wrong. Here's some brushes. And looks like this is just talc and maybe this is bubble bath or bath oil. Skin So Soft. Okay, Avon still makes Skin So Soft to this day. And what is this? Hairspray, anti-dandruff shampoo. This model looks like Cheryl Tiegs. You know, I noticed that in the old catalogs, some of the models were like, you know, I may be totally wrong, but supermodels from the time. Some of them, not all of them, but I recognized some of the faces. I think this is Cheryl Tiegs. I could be wrong. I might be totally wrong. And I think I've seen Paulina Portskova in one of their catalogs. She was a supermodel in the 1980s. Okay, so here we have hair care products. And it looks like this stuff is for guys. Different decanters, these are filled with cologne. Looks like this is a hard hat, a lantern, a bullet. I don't know what those are. There's some automobiles, trucks. There's a Goodyear plant. That's kind of funny. And looks like this is some kind of Viking ship. Is that what that is? Avon's Pedigreed Pets. Oh, these are cute. So there's a little hippo, a little fawn, an elephant. What is that, a cat? Little teddy bear, parrot, dog, frog. I don't even know what that is. Okay. You know, I saw one of these in an antique store recently. This bell, this particular one, but I didn't buy it. It was leaking actually. The cologne perfume was leaking out of it. It's pretty. If you can find one like in a antique store, flea market, estate sale, you would probably pay less for it that way than you would if you were to buy it on eBay or Etsy. Plus, you don't have to pay shipping. Okay, and here's some more colognes, I think. This bottle looks like it's shaped like a pineapple. That's pretty. Oh, and there's one that's shaped like an apple. This one. Okay, here we have the Bells of the World. I have this one here. And this is the, no, I don't have the Dutch Girl. I'm sorry. For a minute, I thought that was a Scottish Lass. I have the Scottish Lass, I have the Spanish Senorita, and I have the American Belle here in the yellow. Okay, so over here we have some soaps. These are cute. They're shaped like little fish. There's some shaped like a heart. And here's a soap pump. Another one. And looks like this is just more stuff for the home. I don't know what this is. Some kind of like a guest book to sign, I think. Giftables. There's a candle. I don't know what some of those other things are. Sorry, I'm not going to bother to try to read these right now because, like I already said a couple of times, the text is just too small. Teen gifts. That's cute. I think that's lip gloss in the shape of a hamburger. And And these are for young girls. Necklaces. There's a little ballerina, star, puppy. This looks like a cameo or a locket, I think. A little heart. Little Miss Jewelry. And it says here kids have all the fun. That's true. Sometimes it seems like they do have all the fun. Oh, and they were still making delicate daisies. I had seen this on somebody's shelf when I was a little girl, and I wanted a bottle of that. I actually did buy a bottle recently, so now I have a bottle of delicate daisies. It's actually full, and the bottle I have came in the original box, so it's in pretty good condition, despite it being about 50 years old. Okay, and I love the brush too. I can't find one of those. Talcum powder, cream. There's a cologne. And these are for little girls. These are probably filled with like Sweet Honesty or Delicate Daisies. These bottles here, decanters. And this is for boys. And I guess these are probably like lip balm here. And this might be some shampoo and stuff here for babies, little kids, toddlers. And over here we have some cute brushes and combs. Like this one is shaped like an ice cream cone. That's a comb. And this is a Woodstock hairbrush. And I think this thing is a brush too. And obviously that's a comb. Oh, and that's a brush. Batman. I can see the bristles right here. And it looks like this is a toothbrush holder, I guess. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. I guess these are deodorants. Oh, they still make this to this day. I've never tried that. I can remember when I was a little girl, I wanted to try deodorant. I think when I was a preteen, probably, 10 years old, maybe, playing. Little kids don't smell like adults do. And I was playing softball. I was on a softball team, and some of the older girls were, starting to wear deodorant. I mean, not that much older, about the same age, or maybe like a year older than me. And I told my dad I wanted to try deodorant. So I think my first deodorant I ever had was Secret, but it was a roll-on. And then I switched to the solid deodorant, after that. But I recently have gone back to roll-ons because Avon makes roll-on deodorants, and it makes them in a lot of fragrances that I like. So, and they're also very cheap. So I recommend them. I recommend stocking up on Avon's roll-on deodorants. Okay, I never see the aerosol spray deodorant anymore. Anywhere. I wonder if they even make that anymore. Probably not. Okay, and here we have, stuff for, toothbrush, toothpaste. I guess this is mouthwash, and looks like this is the air fresheners for the home. And that is the end of the catalog. I hope you have enjoyed it.